Yo, what's good everyone, NickSmith is back. Now first off, I just want to welcome all the new subscribers because I recently did a collab with Michael Zemba and Legend of Winning, and a lot of you guys, are new to the channel, so I just want to say what's up, welcome. I'm so happy that you guys subscribed. It really does mean a lot to me. But today we have a video that's a little bit different, something I don't normally do, but I think you guys will enjoy it. Recently, I was watching a game, Lakers vs 76ers. It was like a 1980s game. I watched it at 2 in the morning. The highlights of this game, don't know why, don't ask me why, I have no idea. And there was one dunk, right? There was one dunk, and I was like, damn, that's a nice dunk. By the way, it was by Joe Jellybean Bryant. It's the last clip of this video. It really got me thinking, what are 5 current players, or players that just retired, that had their fathers play in the NBA? And that idea sort of sparked this video, and here's 5 stars that had their fathers play in the NBA. And don't forget to drop a like if you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys at the end of the video. Number 5, Klay Thompson. For the last couple of seasons, Klay Thompson has played that sidekick role for the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry's always been the main guy, but Klay Thompson's always that second option. Obviously, now that the Golden State Warriors have Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson's role might diminish this season, but I don't think so, and here's why. Thompson is carving his own niche in Golden State, but now that Durant is part of the Golden State Warriors and Draymond Green is emerging as one of the best power forwards in the game, this season I can honestly see Klay Thompson leading the Warriors in scoring. The ball will be shared around a lot more considering the opposition team will be so attached to Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, but that's besides the point. Klay Thompson has developed as one of the best shooters in the NBA. He and Stephen Curry form the NBA's highest scoring backcourt. It's going to be crazy to watch him and Curry and Kevin Durant on the same team, but yeah, that's really happening. Last season, the Splash Brothers duo drained more threes than any teammate tandem in NBA history, carrying the nickname of the Splash Brothers. But the reason I'm making this video is obviously because I want to talk about the current players and their fathers, and Klay Thompson's father was a very respectable player. Michael Thompson was completely different to Klay Thompson. He was a big man unlike Klay, and he actually put up very respectable numbers, especially during his time in Portland. Averaging around 17 points, 9 rebounds and 1.5 blocks per game during his time in Portland. Not to mention, Michael Thompson has something that no other father on this list has, an NBA championship. In fact, Michael Thompson also earned 2 rings playing at backup center for the Showtime Lakers. Klay Thompson, on the other hand, he only has 1 NBA championship, so he's trying to catch his father, and with Kevin Durant on the team, I don't see any reason why the Warriors won't be competing for NBA championships. Number 4, Al Horford. Now this is a player that I didn't even know had a father in the NBA, so let's get into it. Atlanta's Al Horford, or now Boston's Al Horford, which sounds very odd to say, has had a very good NBA career to say the least. Through 578 games, Horford is averaging 14.3 points, 8.9 rebounds and 1.2 blocks while shooting 53% from the field, placing him in select company. Horford will go down as one of Atlanta's all-time great big men. His father, on the other hand, Tito Horford, I believe I'm saying that right, I hope I am, played parts of 3 years in the NBA with the Bucks in 1988 and 1990 and the Washington Bullets from 1993 only to 1994, averaging 1.5 points, 1.3 rebounds. I actually couldn't find any footage of him, so I don't think he was very good, but I didn't know that Al Horford's father played in the NBA, so let me know down below in the comment section if you knew that. Number 3, Kevin Love. Kevin Love was actually once known as the best power forward in the league. And he was really good before he joined the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. We all know that Kevin Love's numbers would drop. We didn't think it'd drop this much in terms of rebounding, but literally he is doing his role for the Cleveland Cavaliers in order to win championships. And I think that's something that people don't understand. The same thing happened to Chris Bosh. I made a video on it if you want to check it out. It's all about Chris Bosh in that video, but I do mention Kevin Love and his role with the Cleveland Cavaliers and why people are hating on him, because really, he was one of the best rebounding power forwards in the league. Some games he got 30 and 30 games, 30 points and 30 rebounds, but now he doesn't really get many rebounds, and he really does cop a lot of criticism for not going after rebounds, but for those that don't know, he needs to play his role for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and his role isn't to go for rebounds. His role is to space the floor and get open for a LeBron James or Kyrie Irving kick out, because they already have Tristan Thompson in the paint. And if you have LeBron James on your team, the one thing that you don't want LeBron to do is shoot, because LeBron is so much better at driving into the basket or feeding open men for the shot. So if Kevin Love is in the paint, well, that puts another defender in the paint to stop LeBron from going to the ring, and it also limits a player that can shoot the ball from outside. So Kevin Love is playing his role for the team, and I think he probably does cop a little bit too much criticism. But that's besides the point. Kevin Love was one of the best rebounding power forwards. In fact, he was probably the best power forward at one point in time. Kevin Love has 26 career games in which he's recorded at least 35 points and 15 rebounds. The only active players, well, I guess one of them is not active anymore, but he was active, Tim Duncan, which I guess he's not active anymore, but you know what I mean, he was active with 44, and Dwight Howard with 37. Now, one thing that I didn't know was Kevin Love's father also played in the NBA. Love's father, Stan Love, was the 9th overall selection in the 1971 NBA draft, but he only played 4 years in the pros. He was done by 1975, retiring with averages of 6.6 points and 3.9 rebounds. I actually do have footage of Stan Love, which I'll play on the screen right now, so yeah. He looks a little bit like Kevin Love, I'm not gonna lie, but that afro though, yeah, I don't know about that afro. Anyway, number 2, Stephen Curry from the Golden State Warriors and Dell Curry. Stephen Curry's incredible play continues to impress almost everyone. He's taking the Golden State Warriors to record-breaking heights and back-to-back MVPs. He was the first unanimous MVP of all time, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. But the crazy thing is, he's only 6'3". He's doing things that haven't been done. He's one of the best shooters, if not the best shooter of all time. I think it's fair to say that he is the greatest shooter in NBA history. I think we can give him that honor now. If he somehow wins the MVP this season, which I definitely don't think he's going to do that because they got Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, the ball is going to be limited to how many shots he'll get, but if he somehow does, he will be the first player to achieve this accomplishment since Larry Bird did in the 1980s. Do I think that will happen? No way. In saying that, Curry always seems to achieve things that not many players are able to do, like choke a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. Anyway, he's quickly surpassed his father as a better NBA player, but his dad was by no means a bad player. Just like Steph Curry, he could shoot the rock. His father, Dell Curry, played for the Utah Jazz, Cleveland Cavaliers, Charlotte Hornets, which I think he was mostly known at Charlotte, Milwaukee, and the Toronto Raptors. Dell Curry was a former first-round pick who is the current franchise leader in points for the Hornets/New Orleans Pelicans franchise. While Dell Curry was a solid player in the NBA, obviously Stephen is on the path to greatness. Dell averaged 11.7 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game. But I think he is honestly one of the main reasons why Steph is so good today. I'd say it helps having a mentor like Dell Curry, even if he wasn't the best player. He was able to teach Steph all about the shooting tricks. I think he may even have taught all of them to Steph Curry and unfortunately not to Seth Curry. Not gonna lie though, Seth Curry actually did play pretty well the other day in a preseason game with Dallas, but anyway, that's besides the point. Also, then again, it is preseason, so yeah, don't take any of that. Number 1, Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. Kobe Bryant, now retired, is one of the all-time greatest players, let alone greatest shooting guards. To be honest, I'm super interested to see what he'll do now that he's retired. I think it'd be pretty cool to see him in the media industry, considering how many stories he'd have. Imagine Kobe and Shaq on TNT. Maybe not. After Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant has the resume of one of the best shooting guards of all time. He's won 5 NBA titles and 2 Finals MVPs. He also won an MVP, and he's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. He became the 5th youngest player in NBA history to reach 30,000 points, and he leapfrogged over Michael Jordan for the 3rd all-time scoring list. Bryant has 24 career 50-point games, which trails only Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan of all time. He has scored at least 40 points 120 times, and he's recorded 169 double-doubles and 19 triple-doubles. As fluid as his game was, Kobe also had the reputation as one of the most hard-nosed NBA players. In their annual survey, NBA general managers voted Kobe Bryant, nicknamed Black Mamba, as the toughest player in the NBA. And I'm pretty sure you all know about Kobe Bryant's father. He wasn't very good, but he had a pretty cool nickname. Kobe Bryant's father, Joe, aka Jelly Bean Bryant, played 8 years in the NBA. He averaged 8.7 points and 4 rebounds. There's 2 things that Joe and Kobe Bryant have in common. Number 1, they have pretty dope nicknames. The Black Mamba and Jelly Bean, you can't beat that. And number 2, they were both really athletic, which is something that I think Kobe gets from his father. The only thing I really know about Joe Jellybean Bryant, since I never really watched him play, was one particular moment, and it was the time when he dunked on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Obviously, Kobe got his athleticism from his dad, and here's the time he dunked on Kareem. It's pretty dope. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know down below in the comment section if you know a player that's currently in the NBA that's better than their dad, because I would actually like to know that, because it's pretty interesting, but this was only 5 players, so yeah, let me know down below if you guys know anyone. Also, if you haven't watched the collab with Michael Zemba and Legend of Winning, the links are in the description box down below. Go check them out if you haven't. It's just an awesome video. It's an NBA trivia where we have to guess all the MVPs. So it's pretty cool. Also, the loser of that challenge has to drink lemon juice, which is pretty bad. As for all of you that are currently subscribed, I really appreciate it. You guys show amazing support on every video, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks for leaving likes and sharing the videos with your friends. It honestly means the world to me. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes for the next video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.